Hey everybody, Shane here, Shoebox Legends. Thanks for stopping by the channel for yet another holiday themed video today. I have a couple more care packages that came in from generous community members here on YouTube that I want to acknowledge. They're coming in faster than I can film videos. It's just amazing, the generosity this time of year, really all year long, but especially this time of year in this awesome community. Trying to do my part to pay it back, but I'm failing miserably compared to the amount of stuff that's coming in. And in an effort to catch up, I'm going to get through actually 3 packages in today's video. 2 seem like they're probably holiday care packages. I was not expecting either. And then the third I was expecting. So let's get to the first holiday package. I want to try to keep this as brief as I can, but I do want to acknowledge these awesome people that have sent these packages my way. So first up, my buddy RJ, and I can barely fit this on the screen. There you go. RJ Collects Sets. He sent me this giant mailer that's like the size of like an interoffice envelope. And I'm just going to use my box cutter to open this up. Did not know this was coming. RJ is a great hobby friend. I've known him a long time, really one of the early supporters of my channel here on YouTube. If you're not subscribed to him, I'm going to leave links to all of these people below. They're obviously very generous individuals going out of their way to send me cards. And they have great channels. So RJ is a set collector, as his name would have you believe, but he's a lot more than that. He also collects Mike Schmidt. He's just a baseball fan of kind of all eras of the game. And set collector seems to be, to me, kind of like a dying breed to an extent. So love to see RJ doing his thing. And of course, he does trivia and gives away a tremendous amount of cardboard through that to the community as well. So just a great guy. And he included a traditional card here. I wish I had done this with the packages that I sent out. It's a really nice touch. Didn't get that done this year, but maybe next year. Shane, knowing your love of the 1990 Topps set, I thought you might like to have that year's League Leaders mini set as well. No worries if you already have it. Merry Christmas, RJ from RJ Collects Sets. Okay, this is killer. So RJ, as I said, early fan of my channel and early supporter of my channel. And he knows, as he referenced in the note there, about my love of 1990 Topps. And that is just so thoughtful. So the reason this was in such a big package, this is the entire 1990 leader set, as RJ alluded to, all in binder pages already, sorted in numerical order. Check that out. We got Tony Gwynn on the back. These are cool. These started, I think, in the mid-'80s. I want to say maybe like 1986. I could be wrong about that. RJ will certainly know. But they came out and they were actually pack issued. And you would get these mini cards of all the league leaders from the season prior. So in this case, I think these are 1989 season leaders. And let me free a couple of these pages from the tape so we can look at some different cards while I talk. But these should be the 1989 leaders on the 1990 design, but a little bit different. It's all the same color for the most part, the green, blue, and yellow color scheme. And obviously the design is a little bit simpler. They tend to have like this faded white border. I know the early mini set from like in '86, it was just a white faded border. And in this case, it has that 1990 Topps style frame around it, we'll call it, but really cool. Even have the Spring Fever baseball insert or propaganda card, as you would, as CW would call it over at Cardwolf, propaganda card that came in the packs with these mini cards. So RJ, this is awesome. I really, really appreciate it. And just to acknowledge your note, I do not have this. I absolutely do not have this set. I can't believe I don't or didn't until this point. It's almost like a crying shame or just a major collecting violation for somebody who's, really into 1990 Topps. And you have certainly righted that wrong. So thank you, sir. Really, really appreciate it. RJ at RJ Collects Sets. And I referenced just a moment ago, Cardwolf, my buddy CW, because he hates those, he calls them propaganda cards, but those giveaway cards that you get in vintage packs, he always tosses them off to the side. And it's a good segue into my second package, which is from the man himself, Cardwolf. And what happened here, I participated in his latest giveaway. For those who don't know, he's just a super generous guy. Probably sends more packages out than anybody I know, because every 100 subscribers that he reaches as a milestone, he buys a small collection, either online or on Facebook or wherever it is, and then puts the collection on his channel, shows every card, and just puts them all up for grabs. And all you have to do is leave a comment about some cards that you're interested in, and he will send you free cards. And so recently, CW hit the 700 subscriber mark, so well deserved. And I participated in that giveaway. So let's take a look, and it looks like he gave me a couple of bonus cards here as well. But there were 3 cards that he sent me from the giveaway that I had mentioned, and really love these. So we got a Slammin' Sammy Sosa rookie card there from 90 Fleer. How awesome is that? Look at that smile. Love Sammy Sosa. I know, I understand why his reputation is tarnished. I get it. But man, that guy just brought me a lot of joy in the late 1990s. Steve Carlton on the nice crisp 1984 Topps release here. I really like this set. It's one of my favorite designs of the 80s. And as CW was going through the collection, this Steve Carlton looked very, very crisp. So decided to stake a claim on that one, and I'm happy to see that included. And then, of course, I had to throw my hat in the ring. There was a Nolan Ryan section of the binder, and within that section in this particular giveaway collection, I saw card number 5 from 1990 Topps. Great tie-in here to RJ's gift from a moment ago. Card number 5, Nolan Ryan, the final card in the 5000K subset, with him tipping the cap to the Rangers, Texas Rangers faithful, and one of the cards that cemented him in my mind as a favorite player of all time back in the spring of 1990. So I could have 100 copies of that card, and if someone's giving one away, I'm still going to make a claim on it. And then CW, being the generous guy that he is, also gave me, it looks like, a couple of throw-ins here, as he is often wont to do. But check out this Xander Bogaerts. And if you notice under the Topps logo, this is the UK edition of the 2022 Topps release. I do not have this Xander, and it's going to go immediately into my Xander Z Folio, which is really, really getting close to being full, and I'll do one final episode on that when it is. And then I'm going to seem pretty ignorant here, but these last 3 cards are much appreciated. I'm going to seem ignorant because it's not really subject matter that I'm familiar with, but I'm learning more about them, and it's these Star Wars collectible trading card game cards, or TCG cards from, I think the late 90s. And CW is really responsible for me learning about these and getting into them. And he sent me a couple here that are my favorite types of these, which are the foil parallels. So check out the red border here as I tilt the card, and look at the foil work on this card. For a game card, this is insane. And then the best part about this, look at these lightsabers as they catch the light. I mean, does it get any better as a Star Wars fan and card collector than actual light up lightsabers on a trading card? That is simply fantastic. I had no idea this was even coming, and this is probably my favorite card in the package. So thank you, CW. And then check this one out. I have a few of these foils, but I don't have Han Solo. So now I have Han to join. I think I have Luke and Leia, and maybe an Ewok card. So these foils are just so well done. Look at that shine. Love it. And then the last one, how about an R2-D2? Also done foil. Check that out. Yeah, when it hits the light just right, these are just absolutely stunning. So I have a non-sport Z Folio where I store a lot of my Star Wars cards, and I'm really close now. In fact, I may be after receiving this latest trio, a full page of these foil game cards. I have a couple of Death Star ones as well. Let's just tilt this so it gets a little bit of light. A couple of Death Star ones, and they're just really, really neat. So CW, thanks for being the generous guy that you are and hosting these giveaways. Huge congrats on the 700 sub milestone. And obviously, thank you so much for sending me those very thoughtful cards. They're right at home in my collection, and they're all going to go directly into binders, which is the sign of a successful package. And then last but certainly not least today, we're going to close it out with this one, which I was not expecting at all. Got what appears to be a holiday card here from my buddy Jason over at Poor Man's Stack here on YouTube. Great channel, a lot of vintage baseball, among many other things. But really what I love most, Jason is a fellow buyback fan. And he, like I am, is working on multiple buyback projects. He's got a Franken set which I think I helped inspire. And then he's also working, I think, on a 1979 top set, all in buyback form, much like I'm doing with 1990 tops. So Jason is my buyback brother here in the community, and he sent this Joy to the World for Unto Us a Child is Born card. If we look at the inside, the best kind of Christmas card is a Christmas card that comes with actual cards in it. Check it out, and I'll see if I can get this to stand up in the background. There we go. As you might assume, given the intro that I just gave on Jason, we have some buyback cards. So check this out. Mike Morgan, shout out to Dan at Old Sarge Collects. How funny is that? Just tying all the channels together here around the holidays. That is a nice bronze 1989 Topps 2017 rediscovered buyback of Dan's Uncle Mike. That is awesome. We'll put him up in the background here. Too funny. I don't know if you did that on purpose, Jason, but if you didn't, that is incredibly coincidental. Next up, we got a Luis Aquino for the Royals. And these are like, I don't know if you did this on purpose either, but you've got like a team color match going on here with the foil. So this is a 91 Topps, but it's the blue foil for the Kansas City Royals rediscover. And I'm guessing, I don't know for sure, but some or all of these may make the Franken set. This one at number 169. I think, if I recall, Jason does have access to my spreadsheet in Google Sheets where I keep my Franken set checklist. So he may have sent some here that he believes are strong candidates. We'll see. And then how about this Rangers Leaders? Is that, man, I don't know. I was very young. I wasn't even into baseball yet at this time. Pete O'Brien, maybe? I don't know who that is. But anyway, Rangers Leaders. And then we close it out with Steve Renko. 1978 Topps on the Chicago White Sox. This is a 2014 buyback. You can tell by that 75th vintage stamp there from Topps. But the best thing about this card, aside from the neck fur that Steve has going on, is this uniform. Like, look at that collar. Can you imagine being a professional athlete? You trained your whole life. You made it to the majors. You're playing in front of your friends and family in big crowds, and you're making a living playing baseball, and you roll up to the stadium before game time. You look in your locker, and this is what the team is asking you to put on to go stand in front of tens of thousands of people. That's mind-blowing to me. So awesome Steve Renko card there, number 493. And as I always do whenever I get buybacks, as soon as I stop this video, these will be evaluated for the Franken set, which I showed off just recently here on the channel. So if you want to learn more about what that is, you can go back a few videos and check out the buyback Franken set. But in the meantime, thank you, Jason, for sending these four from one buyback fan to another. That is so thoughtful. I'll try to hit you back with some here, maybe even some 79s. And yeah, just again, huge thank you to RJ, huge thank you to CW, Cardwolf, and huge thank you to Jason, Poor Man Stack. Just more examples of the great generosity in this hobby and in this community, and really appreciate the three of you thinking of me and spreading a little holiday spirit here to Shoebox Legends World Headquarters. So that's it for today's episode. Please go visit these three gentlemen below if you're not subscribed to any of them. And in the meantime, I'll be back soon with some more holiday gifts and other content here on the channel. So until then, enjoy the hobby. See ya.